Well, here we're looking at the Dow on the hourly, and this is a concern of ours. We talked about this the other day that I felt that we weren't really seeing any commitment over the 18,000 and that prices were having a tough time getting over that, and that we really felt that we were seeing some negative action in this market. And I was concerned about the strength of it, and again, with what could be happening overseas in Europe. So, not big surprise that we see a very big move to the downside, and really like a 400-point move to the downside in a very short amount of time. So, I think there's a lot further to go here. I just think we're starting to see some of the beginning parts, and maybe we see this try to hold its head up, but this could really get ugly if prices start to break through some of these very key important lows here. We're looking at the hourly, but when you look at it on the daily, you could see what I mean. This is a very dramatic move on the daily, and we've been, short, and we've been saying, unless it breaks the 18,200, would be short on this, the overall market, and negative overall. And this is what's been happening. So far, we're looking at a 800-point move to the downside since we've been concerned. And I think we see further action very likely, maybe even into 17,200 or 17,000 on the short term. And then that's going to be very, very crucial. You start breaking through some of those lows, and this is really going to be just a, you know, it's going to go a much, much lower over longer terms. But just keep in mind that you'll see, any break of those important ranges, you'll see a move back to 16,000, but eventually breaks through that. And I did say around the 13 to 12,000 in the longer term. So this is a market that's been really trying to and struggling since December and January to move higher, and it really hasn't very much. It's been very stagnant, and it's supposed to be really trying to trend toward that 19,000, and it hasn't been able to do it. And every time it tried to rally higher, it failed, and now we're seeing some weakness and breaking through some of these significant lows. I would really expect people to protect their assets and make sure they're in a position of protection.